Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So before I show you all my Blu-ray pickups for the last few weeks, I just want to do a quick shout out to a channel I discovered a few weeks back now, and it's Grumpy Andrew's Horror House. There we go. I'll put his link down below, but the guy does horror reviews, and it's just fantastic. His passion really comes across in his reviews and his opinions of movies. He does modern reviews, but some of the stuff he does is he does franchises where he does films worst to best. You can see here there's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre one, and it's just great. He goes back and watches it, or he goes and watches so many of the films in the franchise and gives you his opinion. He also does World Cups, which is just great. He gets a random genre. He's done like werewolves and things, puts them all in random bags, picks them out and reviews them, and then puts them through in a World Cup. So something new, something different I've not seen on all these kind of movie YouTube channels on here. So definitely recommend checking out Grumpy Andrew's Horror House. If you like horror movies, check this guy out. Anyway, you can't really see, but I'll shut up now and I'll show you the pickups. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you later. Hey everyone, welcome back, and today I want to do a quick Blu-ray pickups video. Just showing off and talking about some of the films. Not all of them I have seen, but talking about the films I've picked up over the past few weeks. So to start it off is new DC animated movie, Batman: The Killing Joke. To be fair, I was quite disappointed with this movie. It's based on one of the most famous comic book stories in the DC universe, The Killing Joke. And after watching this and watching some reviews, it's clear that there's been about maybe 20 to 30 minutes of a new storyline, which begins the movie, then it arcs into the main Killing Joke storyline. And I just felt it a bit offbeat, a bit off character for Batman, especially the scene where the sex scene with Barbara Gordon, Batwoman, or Batgirl, I can't remember now. But yeah, this is the UK Blu-ray. It comes with the Joker figurine. I haven't bothered to take it out of the box yet. So yeah, I do actually enjoy the DC animated movies, and I was really excited, and I really anticipated this release. But to be fair, I've got to say I was disappointed with this release. I think actually the best ones are the Dark Knight ones, Part 1 and Part 2. Dark Knight Returns, they're the strongest in the animated series release. So anyway, The Killing Joke. Next up is 88 Films, Driving Massacre, part of the Slasher Classics. It is number 20 from 1977, and I haven't had time to check this one out yet. This is the reverse artwork, this bit. But yeah, looking forward to it, and heard some mixed reviews about this one, so we'll see what I think when I watch it. But anyway, Driving Massacre. Next up is a film I haven't seen for years, The Blair Witch Project. Obviously, The Blair Witch is, I think, just out now, the sequel to this 1999 movie. I remember when this came out, it was the mythos of that it was a true story, and I remember doing, as part of my dissertation, a whole section on The Blair Witch Project and how successful that film was. But you haven't seen it for a while, must be 15 years now, so I'm looking forward to revisiting. And actually on the Blu-ray release is the Curse of the Blair Witch, which is a documentary about it, so that's what I'm most excited about watching. So yeah, Blair Witch. Kingdom of Heaven, Ridley Scott movie starring Orlando Bloom. I've seen the theatrical release many years ago, and I'm just trying to complete my Ridley Scott Blu-ray section. I go through phases of buying director's sections. But yeah, this is the director's cut. Now, heard a lot of things that actually the director's cut of this movie is a lot better than the theatrical. I can remember the theatrical being okay. I remember it was okay movie. So I'm hoping that the director's cut makes it a better and more enjoyable movie. So, Kingdom of Heaven. Next up is a film I haven't seen, and it's The Messenger, starring Ben Foster and Woody Harrelson. Now, I just saw a trailer only a week ago for this movie. It's basically about a story about these two main characters, Woody Harrelson and Ben Foster, and they are officers who go to people's homes to pass on the news that their loved ones have died in action. So it sounds a very emotional movie here. And I'm interested to see how this one plays out. So it's got some great reviews on the back. So yeah, saw the trailer, really intrigued me. Something a bit different, so I thought I'll pick that up. The Messenger. Alright, next up is an Italian release. Don't even know what that says, but I know the English translation or the English title from this film is Dark Angel. Yeah, it's a Dark Angel from 1990, Orion Pictures movie. It's Dolph Lundgren. I watch a lot of Oliver Harper reviews. If you've not seen Oliver Harper's channel, just look for it in YouTube, and he does great retrospective reviews. And this is one he did quite a while ago, and I've been wanting to watch this film. So yeah, Dolph Lundgren in Dark Angel. Next up is a fantastic film, complete blind buy here, Stone Cold, starring Brian Bosworth. So I think this was his first feature film from being an American football player. Seattle Seahawks, I think. I can't remember now. But yes, great casting here. Stars, what's his name? William Forsythe. He always plays an arsehole in films. Great arsehole. He plays this brilliantly in here, and the legend that is Lance Henriksen. So it's basically about the main guy, Brian Bosworth. He's a copper, Joe Huff, who goes undercover and infiltrates a biker gang. And you can just imagine, it's a proper cheesy 90s action movie, completely under the radar. I've never heard of this, and then it's been released on 101 Films. Great release. I love the cases they release. I mean, you can see it's the Criterion style cases. Comes with reversible art sleeves and a real good poster in there. So yeah, I think it goes for $8.99 on Amazon. Highly recommend this one. Absolutely real surprise here. Absolutely loved it. Next up is another film I hadn't seen before until I bought this Blu-ray, and it's Clint Eastwood's High Plains Drifter. Fantastic western here. I think this was Clint Eastwood's second directorial into the western genre, but just such a great film here. Simple, and I think the ending, the bit where he leaves. So I'm sure this is the film. I watched this one and Pear Rider back to back over 2 nights. I think this is the one where he leaves, and it leaves you open to guess if he was maybe the brother of the guy who got whipped and killed, or if he was actually that guy kind of reincarnated or come back from the dead to seek revenge. So it's essentially a revenge film where Clint Eastwood's character rolls up into this town and kills a couple of gunslingers. So they hire him as a gunslinger because imminently 3 guys were released from prison, and they were scared. The local townspeople were scared about what they're going to do when they return to town. And he plays quite a bit of an arsehole, actually, Clint Eastwood, in there. And there's a scene where it threw me off. There's kind of a rape scene in it, which was a bit strange. But, yeah, just fantastic western. If you haven't seen this one, check it out. Next up is another 88 Films release, and it's Chuck Norris, Invasion USA. Beautiful slipcover on this release. Part of the MGM series they're releasing on 88 Films. Some of the others I'm not really fussed about, but that's the reason I got it, Chuck Norris. Haven't seen it yet, but it's added to my Chuck Norris collection. Can't wait to watch this bad boy. I mean, look at that art cover. Look at it. Right, next up is a couple of Studio Ghibli releases, of both ones I haven't seen. Both directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Totally butchered his name there, but it's Howl's Moving Castle. Seen snippets of this over the time, and it looks just a great movie, so I wanted to add that to my collection. And the other one is his other movie, Spirited Away. Again, only seen snippets on the TV with this one, so I wanted to add these two to my Studio Ghibli collection. I own 5 titles now, and they all happen to be Hayao Miyazaki movies, so I think that's saying something about the choice that I'm going for. Okay, next up is Anomalisa. Again, I'm butchering titles today. Artificial Eye release. I've watched a little bit of this and I fell asleep, but I've got to say that the reason it piqued my interest to pick this one up is I'm a big fan of stop motion animation, and I've got to say this is one of the most nicest and kind of, I'm going to use the word magical, but the animation in this is just outstanding. Over the last year or so, animation has really, in my view, kind of really hit mainstream, or really been strong, especially from like Paranorman, and they've got his new film out, or the studio's new film, Kudo and the Strings. Yet to see this, but a good friend Randy Moore highly recommends it. But yeah, Anomalisa, very strange. It's all kind of like puppets. So yeah, beautiful stop motion animation, and I'm intrigued to finish this off. And really, it's from the guy Charlie Kaufman, who's famous for being John Malkovich adaptation and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So it's kind of got that. If you've watched some films and enjoy these, this has definitely got that kind of tone to it, artistic tone. So yeah, recommend. From what I've seen so far, definitely recommend this if you like animation. Randomly, a couple of Arrow releases now. So first off is with Nail and I. Never seen it. It's in Sainsbury's, £6. I'm just shocked that my local Sainsbury's are actually stocking Arrow titles, but thought I'd pick it up and add it to the collection. So not seen anything. I know it's kind of an infamous, famous kind of British film with Richard E. Grant. So yeah, I'll check it out. New movie just released by Joe Dante, Matinee. Not seen this one either, but I know it's from the same director. Joe Dante did, I think, Gremlins and the Burbs. And I remember when I bought the Gremlins, the Burbs release on Arrow. It was fantastic, never seen before, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping this is kind of going to give me the same sort of enjoyment. I'm sure it will. So anyway, typical of Arrow, you got the Blu Ray DVD, you got the booklet and reversible sleeve. I'll show you quick and then I'll move on. It's that. Alright, so another fantastic release for Arrow. They keep nailing that arc. A lot of good horrors coming up out of Arrow, and I think, what was it recently announced? The Guyver and Donnie Darko. Wow, can't wait for that one. Right, next is my first Criterion release, and it's the Samurai Trilogy. I was so excited when Criterion was announced they're doing UK titles, and so far, most of them haven't really piqued my interest. But being a huge samurai movie, as soon as I saw this bad boy announced, I picked this one up. So it's a Samurai Trilogy by Hiroshi Inuyagi. Again, probably sorry butchering the new title and the directors and names here, but anyway, fantastic release. Popped one in the other day, just see the pitch quality, fantastic. Still yet to finish all three, but you get here is you get the booklet. Mine's a little bit damaged, as you see, but anyway. So you get a booklet there, and you get 2 Blu-rays, one with one film and the other with both the others. So there's 3 films in here. So yeah, really looking forward to it. And I hope the Criterion do a few more. I think they did in the US as the Yojimbo. So I'm really looking forward to Criterion releasing some more samurai Japanese movies. Alright, and last but not least, sorry I've been blabbering on, is a set I've been wanting to pick up for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger, and it is perfect, and it's the Buster Keaton Master of Cinema release. I'm a huge slapstick comedy, simple comedy, and Buster Keaton is just the master at it to me. He's the pioneer. He is just perfect at slapstick comedy. I've watched half of the first disc here, and all shorts. His complete short films from 1917 to 1923, and they're about 20-25 minutes long, and they're just fantastic considering showing the age. I mean, 1917, that's 100 years old nearly. Beautiful set for Masters of Cinema, real hard box here, and you get, if I can get them all out, you get 3 Amaray cases. That's this one. You can see that's in my Blu Ray player at the moment. Again with a load of titles there. This 2. Load of titles, if you can see. And the last one there is, that one's actually just the last case, Samurai cases, 2 discs. But yeah, I can't wait to work my way through. It's going to take many hours to go through this, but so far absolutely loving it. And you also get a really thick, as you can see, a really thick booklet. Oh, this is quite awkward doing it, but yeah, I mean the text, those pictures, the text is really quite small, so there's quite a large read there. Don't know if I can be asked to read all that, but anyway, nice pack to have, and it's still available, guys. So if you are into slapstick comedy, are into kind of just just film history in general. It's always nice to go and buy something a bit different and get a bit of education, I suppose. So that's the Buster Keaton collection. So that will wrap me up. I think that's everything. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.